All right. Oh, testing the audio now. I should not hear myself. Yeah, I eat that. Mighty God, no, sir. What a confusion. I don't know what the hell was going on. It was constant reverb, constant reverb. All right, me go share this again. My vex. I don't know what this idiot something. It was just acting up. All right, graduates. Come on, cause me don't know what it is thing. Technical difficulties. We already know. This thing just beat me up. Mighty God of Daniel. I could have what is I tell you about idiot technology. I had to take it off of the thing that I was playing it on because it's like say it was picking up the sound and throwing it back and behaving like a whole idiot. So it just was not liking what me did I use. But tell me if you can't hear me now. Hopefully you can hear me now. Because we're going out tonight. You see, tonight, me kind of cherry. Because yours truly is drinking sangria. And anytime I drink, I worries and problem. Worries and problem in the place. You understand? So we're having a little drink and we're having a little chat because so me that go through the internet, and me see something, yup. Rachel, you know, say what me drink a problem. A problem, yes. But listen, cheers. We're gonna go through Landlord's life because me say Landlord a go out herself away. And for those of you who don't know, I've always had a little soft spot for the landlord. But then I saw the landlord behave in a certain way. I may never too like it. So me kind of back off her page and stuff. Me not really follow her on Facebook, but me still follow her on YouTube. So I still get her notifications when she goes live. I will check out what she has to say sometimes if I have the time, right? But this particular live caught my eye. And I know that across different platforms, people are going to take it and kind of twist it however they want to twist it. But I want us to look at it in a very objective way. You understand me? And not be too what you call it there, judgmental, but we're gonna deal with it as we see it. That means that we're gonna pretty up the thing and make it nice if it's not nice, right? So welcome to Class with Head Teacher K. This is an 18+ class. So say if you're a little bit, take care yourself. If you have your picking them in the place, take where you're picking them and make them go in bed or go read a book, right? Because this class is not for kids. I cannot say that anymore, right? You see me sign on my screen, no bad behavior today. So if anybody this the program is straight blackings for right? We are go black, right? Oh, okay. So make sure to behave on yourself, present your perspective with respect and a sort of thing set, right? Because no disrespect won't be around here. So no disrespect needs to be given. Don't forget to share the live as you go through. You don't have to share it right away. Now make sure you like it first before you share it, right? But we're going to go down in it. So for those of you who don't know Erica the landlord, she came out with a live a day ago and it was quite impassioned in that she come out with a whole heap of emotions and some of the things that she was talking about, I understood where she was coming from. Some of the things that she said, me never too like, but I could see where Erica's anger was coming from. You understand? Good evening, Andrea. Big up yourself, Marcia, right? What's up, Vanessa? Please go and tag Norma for me because I think Norma jumped off thinking that I wouldn't be back on for now, but me back. All right? So we are go go down in a Erica the Landlord's live that really caught my attention. And you know what me I gonna say? People are very easy to dismiss and to get angry at different people on social media because they might have said something about 99 where them not like, right? And I think that we need to be fair and recognize that not everybody are gonna like 99, and it is not a must that everybody like her. You understand me? Some people now go take tea with her 100%. Setting that aside, we have to ask the question if there is a justified reason or if there is no justified reason. You understand? So Erica come out and she said what she have to say. We're going to play a little bit of what she have to say and we're going to discuss it. So I'm going to go and listen. As you can see, for those that want to come early, I'm in my night, me have me sitting by my head, me in a no show face mood today. So me put up one pretty screen phone if you look fine. But then go and listen, all right? Listen to what she has to say, okay? Hold on.
Right time we come when we talk about that party. You with blood clot help him. You help me stick suck you with them when you have over Instagram and all, but look at the condition, Dana. You as a Christian and a big blood clot woman. But I already feel yet I'm going to leave you. Because my sister them a try to join me to cuss you. And me want to cuss you for my blood clot one.
That's it.
Because when you run, you run. I mean, I hear you come out, man. You come out, come tell Lady V say you help man for blood clot sue me. And Lady V daughter some dog wood, puss wood, tree wood. I ain't choke down her back 10-inch. 15-inch, 20-inch. She come out contact selling. I two brother them did do all this and that. And Lady V distant. And when the blood clot talk, you come out and say Lady V sue Landlawd. Think me figure that? But I'm not ready for your blood clot yet. Me no business with no planka. My heart. Stand up. You will already hear when Dana come out and tell blood clot Lady V to go sue me.
And again, I repeat, me no want no picnic in the vicinity. Wanna move on a little baby them from out of the place. We not corrupt no children around here, right? This is a 18+ live. May I say it again and again? All right, go on listen.
Tell Lady V to sue Miss Blood Clot Kitty. Dana. You see, through every platform, kind of, and them I try to tell me all kind of something, and say all kind of something. Me no want to mix up. But I'm going to rub for your blood clot is wrong. You come out and tell Lady V to sue me. Have you come out and say you're wrong yet? No, you're never wrong. I'm going to rub your blood clots. Only thing that me not rub you. Me not rub you with no friends and company. You see your bumbo clock 99, you think they easy? You come out after the girl come out and say to my brother they rape you. Erica, Lady V, get your lawyer. If you can't get it, I will help sue you. 99 you don't get away. I'm going to rub your blood clot if you got you up me on it. I let a public blood clot apology. I'm not begging you for that. I rock. What you did was wrong. You never wrong yet. I'm going to rock it.
So, yes, Rachel, there was a live when 99 did encourage that Lady V should sue. She did not say sue who. She did not say go after Landlawd in particular. But we all know that when Lady V came on her live and she did that rant, which I absolutely found to be disgusting. Now, I want to understand my perspective on that. That I thought that that lady with the alphabet, that her behavior on that live towards Erica was disgusting. But equally so, I thought the behavior of the landlord when it came to discussing the little girl was also disgusting. So it was disgusting for disgusting. No two way about it, right? So yes, 99 came on alive. That's my first question. She came on alive after the whole thing, and it's funny because if you go on my page, I did a live afterwards talking about why miss the point to prove a point. So if you search for that on my page, you will know exactly when. And it's the time when 99 came out and was talking about the fact that these strippers and people in adult industry or whatever, they make one would heap of money and them to stop watch the girl and blah blah blah. But in that she said she don't wrong lady with the alphabet for so. And I even came on that live and said 99, that is not the point, because even the girl's mother don't want her to carry on in the industry. And it is the money that is attracting her. And this is the thing that she does not want. So to say that them the stripper, them live nice life or whatever, misses the point. You understand? So it's in that same live that she actually said that she don't wrong lady be for sue and she for sue everybody or whatever. But she never called landlord name. But all of us who know and watch that live where lady with the alphabet did a cuss and behave in such a horrible way. And remember, while I am saying that her behavior was disgusting, remember when it comes to your picnic, you're almost entitled to behave like a robber and animal. You know what I say? So whether or not it's right or wrong, when it comes to the child, we can understand the anger. But I still think it was disgusting because I believe that lady with the alphabet have a certain level of education, exposure, whatever, and therefore should handle herself with a little bit more decorum. But we understand why she let go it, because our picnic. You understand me? So when 99 said that no, it greatly offended landlord. Now, as far as I'm concerned, none of that suing has taken place. You understand? And I don't believe that the letter that was originally sent according to lady with the alphabet, it has not landed in the landlord's lap to this day. So all this talk about suing is not yet in progress. I don't know if it is coming, but it is not yet in progress. So hold on, let me go through some of the comments. Yes, her behavior was disgusting. That's the time I really realized how much of a tegaric she was. But Jesus, no easy. But she know karate. 99 love talk about Sue and she herself not sue nobody. How far back? I haven't been following you that long. Okay, gosh, guys, me that I figure pull up that. Me pull it up at some point. If I can pull it up during the live, me pull it up. So when she did that, it was to me, it was like 99, you really shouldn't speak on that, because if you're gonna speak on that and not supporting or encouraging or praying for the young lady to leave, rather than celebrating what this industry can give you materially, you shouldn't talk. And honestly, I never backed down from that point. I said it on our live, I said it off the live, I said it in the comments. I said, don't say anything about the fact that somebody in the stripping industry earn a whole heap of money, because that is not the point. No mother wants a daughter to be in that kind of industry, or a child rather, because you do have male ones, to be in that industry. And the money is what is hooking her there. When I hear it on yourself, for those of you who have seen the live I played, that I put on my page, where I asked Mystical in the comments, I asked her what was her plans 5 years from now. And she kept speaking about the fact that she wants her own property, but if she don't earn a certain amount and blah, blah, blah. And she started talking about how much she earn, and money is what is keeping her there. And at the end of the day, if that can be broken, that mentality, the mother would prefer that. You understand? So when 99 did run out and say, yes, you know, lady, if it's two and them come out of the girl business and stop, watch out the girl pages and stuff. Now, I agree with that. I only follow Mystical on one platform. and that is on Instagram. And I don't follow all our pages, just one, because she have multiple. So I have never seen any of these shows where the rest of the blogger they run go watch at midnight. I have never seen them because I don't follow her like that. I will look on her live when it's at a normal time, because it's usually after dark. She do them something there when it's at a normal time, and I know that she's just on there talking about life. You understand me? So that comment that 99 made is what has incensed Erica. And me can understand why to an extent. But anyway, go and listen.
Your fault. You know, your party, your party tonight, you have plans, your blood. People are so. You know,
thank you, Madam Amado. Thanks for the reminder. Like up the live, people.
I'm sitting about here. How many of you said I'm 99? That's why we are asking tonight. That's why we are asking. How many of you speaking? That's who got a real part. And there we are, proud and show what's here. We speak on come up to the 99.
All right, now, landlord, this is where me I go pull you up now. Because I remember quite clearly that you had come out and stated that the young lady was being molested or whatever by the father. Me wrong, people? Now that she did say. Now that she did say that some father did molest the girl. Now that did go on the waves. Be it stepfather or father, but some father did involve. And how much time she cost? Now, listen. And when you came out and made that statement, that is what incensed Lady with the Alphabet. And it is for that reason that she wanted to sue. Thank you very much, Andrea. I nominate your doubles, right? So if you're going to be honest about the suing, be honest about the reason behind the suing. Because the reason behind the suing was not the fact that you were speaking about this young lady being promiscuous or working in the industry, the adult industry, because all of those things that you are quoting are facts. A fact. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. So you can't get sued for that. Right? Just like Miss Kitty cannot get sued either. Let's be intelligent here. For one thing, Miss Kitty never called no name. Right? She never called no name. So straight away, right this so. No suing can take part in that at all. So you cannot be bashing 99 for not coming out to cuss Miss Kitty about what is alleged. We know, say, how the street thing go. Back and forth through a word. People know based on who follow who listen to who watch who and what they out there. So based on this are you and based on that are she. But if you don't call no name, you can't take to court. Just like how you come out and you said the young lady's actual legal name, when you talk about how much things she had taken, which position and ray. You can't get sued for that, landlord. How you forget sued for that when not true? That was not the point. And I am pretty certain that had you not said about the father, there would be no suing arguments. There'd be more cussing and Lego me picnic shot and all of that kind of stuff. But you would not get any suing arguments. To me, the sue conversation seems to have happened a while back, so is why bringing it back up now instead of moving on. All right. Yes, exactly. But you see, what has happened is, and this is a thing with landlord, you know, while it is that I have a soft spot for you, landlord, I know that you have a tendency sometimes to misconstrue information. And it's not the first time, and it's not the second time, and it's not the third time you do it. Sometimes you mix up yourself. You understand? And because you don't really understand things, you take it and you get ignorant. You understand? And from what I can see, this situation is like apple and orange. You can't compare the two. Right? Miss Kitty and Mystical going at it subliminally. It's not a direct attack. Right? And it is based on what the comments made by Miss Kitty is based on what she see. Your comments are based on what you see with the young girl. Allow me to tell people. So at the end of the day, if you are going to attack 99 for say why you not come out and cuss Miss Kitty and ball out for Sue, that is foolishness. It's not relevant. Now me go down into your original hurt where Lady with the Alphabet is concerned. Remember when you came out and you spoke about it. And that is one thing that I think the internet has not done you justice about. I think that it is full time that people recognize why Landlord is hurting where Lady with the Alphabet is concerned. Because a lot of people have dismissed it like it is nothing. And I don't think that is fair. Me personally, not think that is fair. You see, if these two ladies could just sit down and conference, me not say them have to sit down face to face because they might have fight. But me I talk about a telephone conference with a mediator for just lego what the things that will hurt them. You know, said this would have stopped on the internet. But everybody's stubborn. Lady with the Alphabet, you're stubborn too. And you're using the hurt about your child to whip the landlord. But I'm going to tell you this. Landlord is not the first, the second, the third, or the last to talk about your child in this way. And you know it. The industry that she is in means that she gets derogatory comments 24/7. Come on, look at the situation with Miss Kitty. Look at the comments that were plastered all over the place. The memes, the videos. Are you going to sue everybody? You can't. You understand? So at the end of the day, when you look at it, apart from the father thing, which I understand from what I recognize, you know, because even Landlord herself stopped said that father thing, and as she said first. And she stopped saying it because no doubt she was corrected. You understand? And warned that that one then not to say again. So when that came out now, that would be what has incensed Lady with the Alphabet for her to behave the way she behaves. Right? Now that not said anymore. Let us just focus on the original reason for the falling out. I don't think it is fair also, right? So the original reason for the falling out between these ladies is simple. One woman felt that she was cajoled. That means that she was encouraged, persuaded to get comfortable and share their life story, share her life story with the other. And that is Erica was persuaded. Erica said that she called her repeatedly. She kept talking to her, breaking down her barriers until she felt comfortable enough to tell her her story. And that twos, she heard her story being used on a live for views and likes. It may have been anonymized, but as far as Landlord is concerned, she thinks it was her story, allegedly, okay? Now, if this is the case, just put yourself in Landlord's shoes for 1 minute. And I know some of you are like, no, sir, that the woman, no. Just remove your emotions towards your biases and just put yourself in another person's shoes. I'm encouraging empathy. To experience what they experience, because we know that the landlord have a very traumatic background. She was raped, she was neglected and raped repeatedly. She was neglected. Whole heap of things happened to her. And what she says, 12 times she was raped. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm saying that we know her background and the things that she's been through, and yet she has come out on top in terms of doing things for herself, owning property, you know, land, being able to manage our own, hold our own, and no longer have to work in the industry. So that in itself is admirable. So imagine you go and you tell your painful moments to somebody who you consider to be kind of like a counselor, if not a friend, a counselor. And then that counselor brings this information and starts divulging your confidential information that was done one-to-one, unalive, even though they anonymize it, and they're using it as a story, a hook story for the audience to generate views and likes. How would you feel? Now listen, we're not debating about whether or not it's not the same story. She get it wrong, may I say. Imagine this is what you think. How would you feel? How would you feel? Because me know say me would feel good. Me know say me that feel like somebody betray me. Me that vex. You understand? Now, where it all went wrong is that there was no confrontation immediately after what she considers to be a betrayal of her information. There was no confrontation. She never confront her and go, Lady V, me not like what you do. And my story you really got tell, blah, blah, blah. She let it slide. But what she was doing was she was allowing it to fester. And it festered and it festered and it festered until it turned into a boil and it burst. Because when the situation come out now about the daughter and about the background to the daughter's behavior, this was the landlord's opportunity to, you know, when they say dance on somebody's grave, that's what it was. Let me dance on your grave. And this was about a vengeance, a bitterness because of how she feeling. So everything get blown out of proportion. But you know what I found very disappointing throughout it all? The discourse of Lady with the Alphabet when she came out for the landlord, after the landlord blow and say one whole bag of things. That some people are busy trying to justify was horrendous, considering who has the upper hand when it comes to language, who has the upper hand when it comes to class, who has the upper hand when it comes to a wealth of experience, literacy, who then went below the belt with a woman who tell you straight say, a Jamal she go. And he reading not too good and he understanding not too good. And I thought to myself, you can't counsel me under no shape or form. You can counsel other people, but not me. Because I look for somebody who is able to reason through situations that I would probably fall under certain situations. So I need somebody a bit stronger than me that now go. But we all know that the heart is different when it comes to one's own child. Listen to me now, I don't see this puss of mine, you hear my meow in the background. Every time me in my room, this puss start ball. Listen, Gwaan, man. Go away. Cha. No, sir. Sorry, guys. This damn pussy meow in the background. Evening, you know, was it before, during, or after did the lady over there was talking about her daughter's rape? What was before, during, or after? It is funny, Lady V daughter pretty much used the same avenue as landlord to try and acquire own assets too. Same so. Because you know what I find fascinating is that here you have two women. The only opposites are one's age and experience is different from the other. But both of whom were, you know, are experienced in the industry in different ways, because it's modern times now, everything different, everything move on, right? But yet there is no mutual respect between the two women. Instead, I hear landlord condemning the daughter on a regular basis, which I find ridiculous because the two of them is from the self-front team. So why rip down each other as opposed to support and uplift? The reason is because that landlord is bitter towards the mother. And the person who should know better, that cannot use, when I've heard her do a piece on forgiveness, moving on, that kind of thing, that if I forgive, you don't have to have the person in your space and blah, blah, blah. But in a situation like that, it is like, lady with the alphabet, you are also incapable of following through with your own advice. You are. And you can't say that you're giving that advice, but yet you're not walking in that truth, because that advice then is empty. In other words, it's okay to forgive, but when it comes to your child, then no. Right? That's what you really should be saying, and that's the honest truth. And even if you said that I would respect it, because some people may not say me, when it comes to my pitney them, you hurt my pitney them, I'm coming for your jugular. May I come for your jugular? You understand? But I am not a counselor and I don't present myself as such. I am just a reasoning person when it comes to thinking and looking at a balanced perspective. But I can understand things from different elements. Don't mean say me I give advice about how you feel behave. But I'm saying you can't give advice that you yourself aren't living through, claiming that you are there to empower and so on and so forth. And this is the hypocrisy that landlord is seeing. So every time she reflects on the fact that she was betrayed in terms of her confidence, and listen, it may not even be the landlord's information that was divulged. Whole heap of people go through some traumatic things. And it could very well be that lady with the alphabet talk about some random person or some other person that she know. And because the story is similar, landlord take it and say a fair story. Right. I remember live when the lady over there was talking about her daughter's rape. So I'm wondering if landlord thought it was her she was talking about. You see what I'm talking about, Sanika? There are so many ways that it can be pulled in terms of understanding who. You understand? Who was she speaking about? Was it landlord? Was it this person? She did subsequently come forward and say, listen, I know you me a talk about. I know you me a talk about. I never spoke about your story. But you know what? When it gets to the point that you're saying that after you call her ugly, you this, you that, you tell her all kind of something, you tell her she's a dragon, you're going with yourself in the most way, then she now listen now, because it's fight mode. It's fight mode, right? And the way you pulled her down using a vocabulary that you know she can't reach this. So she have to go under the belt, right? So the only under the belt she knows she can use to hurt you is your picnic. That may I tell you, is your picnic. So she are gonna say the worst things about your picnic because she still feel as though you betrayed her trust and her confidence. But imagine a calm spirit reaching out to say, listen, you thought I did this, I never did. I was not speaking about you. You understand? Please don't direct this at my child because I was not, and I can only apologize. You see, if you do that now, and then she come out and I go on the most way, then that is your turn to your platform and say, listen, I have done this. I reached out. I was the better person. I tried to clarify and fix this so that she could come off of my daughter's back, and she did not. But instead, you come and you play tough and you talk about you go sue and look it. Not a sooner Gwaan. Not a sooner Gwaan. Everybody love run out and talk about sue. Me don't want to. Don't have money for that way. You don't have money for that way. It's like say everybody want sue people when they have no money. Or you have to sue broke people. Because you know you can't have assets and still broke. No. Right? Is it that you want to take the woman house and put her in the homeless bracket? I'm sure you don't want to do that. So just stop. You're not gonna sue anybody. Right? And they're expecting that them are gonna get sued and not a sooner Gwaan. Anyway, make we go and listen.
With your money failed sore. You think you forgot? So me not got no feelings. All the blood clot me not hear gonna come out once if you sue Miss Kitty. What I don't say grudge. Me no grudge 99 for your blood clot. And 99 never have what me have. So I want to come over here come blood clot type up. Make a cuss up the one out no bumbo clot. You think me forgot? The girl made me live and say her two brother rape her. And have her a sex from all up. Till she reached high school and her mother told her that it was right. And a minute to live. And 9
unbelievably low, just £5.30.
Well, and the adverts.
And you can sue me now. You come out and say, lady, be sue Landlawd. And I will help you. I know me.
No. She never do that. People, did you ever hear 99 say that Landlawd must get sued directly? Did she say her name? Because me never hear that. Me never hear that at all. But you see, my big problem with 99 and 99, you know, I admire you, I respect you, but there are times when you run out to defend people, and I wish I could have just poke you through the phone and tell you to keep by your tongue. Yeah. Because me no know why you ran out with that fight. I don't know why you did that. Right? I do not understand why you ran out with that fight. There is so much more to that story. So much more to that story that I don't even think that you were aware of at the time when you made that live. And you came out in such strong defense and essentially going again, you basically, you know, light the fire against Landlawd even more, you know, in support of Lady with the Alphabet. Me never see Lady with the Alphabet come out so strong about you on fair platform yet ever. Me never see that yet. As a matter of fact, I do recall that there was a time when people did that one deaf Lady with the Alphabet did inner you at all. Me no know. Me sure no say Wally Powie did I say bombastic side. I don't think that woman like Kena 99. Serious as a judge. Whether or not that's true, that's a different matter. But I'm telling you, the impression of the masses, the impression of social media was that there were many who were unsure. Certainly when she made that cult comment, people were unsure. You understand? I'm sure you guys have patched over things and all as well, but I'm telling you that at that point when you did that, everybody was like, what? Weirdo. Why are you running out? You could have just wished the young lady well. You could have just said, young lady, hold your head up, be strong, blah, blah, blah. But you came out with fire. And sometimes you don't need to do that. Let these people fight amongst themselves and work out their problems. But your platform and the power that it has, the Planketarians have. Because just like Flawless the last night in our Holy Pauno, Uno is one of the biggest social media gangs out there. When you do that now, what you think happening with your followers? The whole of them are pitch pan Landlawd, you know. The fire just a grow. I'm just showing you guys, you know, the basic truth. The basic truth. That sometimes 99 does not need to run out on behalf, you see, especially on behalf of other bloggers or influencers. definitely not do it. Just like how you run out and go defend Ladana. When Ladana blatantly dissed you in our last video. Talk to me nice. Allow me to tell. She did that this 99 in our video. But I take that back. And they were going, oh, she's entitled to her opinion. Don't business with them. That's what I'm telling you. No can no win name. Just do your thing and celebrate or whatever. If we come over and we bless you on your platform, and that's then you can say, hi, so-and-so, hi, so-and-so, but don't go overboard beyond that. You understand me? Because everybody on here have them agenda. And everybody on here have them issues. Me not different. Me not different. But the difference is that I try to be a little bit more balanced. I try. Me not gonna always succeed, but me try. Me try to be fair. Because you see, Landlawd, she passionate and she upset for a reason. She feel like said the woman betray her. Is there no way it could have been encouraged? You see, the same blasted thing with Magaman, you know. Of course. Of course. Let me see this now. Landlawd revealed her daughter's secrets. Me hear Lady V throw shades at 99 in Canada at the CN Tower. Right, I say, Rowena, really? But let me tell you this, right? There are things about Landlawd that I can say definitely not right. Like me not like how she deal, you know, the language she use and so how she come out from people and so, and how she get ignorant fast. She go from 0 to 100 real quick, sometime without any thinking processes in between. She just get mad, right? And that part of her I don't like. But you see the part of her what me used to see, because I noticed she's not doing homeless thing anymore. But you see that part of her, I found that part of her so endearing. And that part and that laugh, that infectious laugh, when Landlawd go, hey, I have to laugh too. Right? Because it's like she'll laugh from her toe point all the way up. In addition to that, sometimes she's very raw with her truth, but it is still truth. Most times she honest. But you see, when she said she heard about something, I know that she can go over the top. She get exaggerated with her emotions. And that is because she allowed them to simmer till them start boil up. Because when she did it, I feel like said the woman I talk about her. I could have know she. I could have no fear story she share. But nobody willing to squash nothing off here anymore. Everybody has them vexed with somebody. And it's people where them communicate with. Me now talk about like say if me vex with what you call it there now. If me vex with another blogger when me not communicate with, because you know I don't communicate with bloggers off here. I straight per live and nothing else. And I make that a rule. Me don't want to talk to you because that is how voice note and recording and all kind of foolishness take place. And you're not gonna get me in that bangarang, right? But may I tell you, say, it's like say the people them will usually communicate on phone. When they get vexed, then go to live. Me not get it. Me not understand that. It don't make no sense to me. Kay is because I'm landlord trauma. She really don't have anyone in her corner and she always in defense mode. Yes, true. That hurt is just going on and on, even with her children. Same so. The Marina said can't be trusted. Well, you can't trust somebody whose trauma is not healed. You cannot trust somebody whose trauma is not healed, Rowena, under no circumstance. Right? Just like how look at Mystical. She can't be trusted to quit the industry because her trauma is not healed and she has all kind of conflicts within her. So when she's there going, yes, I'm going to change and blah, 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 it's not necessarily going to happen. Anybody who has got trauma that is unhealed will not be a trustworthy individual because they can't even trust themselves, right? I remember when I was on TikTok and I was listening to Landlawd, yes, come and follow her on TikTok too. And she was talking through her story. about when she was raped 12 times. Listen to me, no, man. It brought tears to my eyes. Because I thought to myself, you know, she was actually, I tell you what she was talking about. She was comparing herself with Brit. She was saying she sees some of herself in a Brit. And that Brit just need love. And then she was talking about the fact that, say, it's probably too late for her because she wear her pain on the outside. So you see, I just don't understand how, and this is the thing. And you see, this is why I tell people, you know, people ask me all the time, you know, where you think about lady with the alphabet? I'm telling you, say, me not in a lady with the alphabet too tough, you know, because she shows me some hypocrisies in her approach that just make it hard for me to warm to her. No disrespect, but it's difficult. It's difficult for me, right? Because to me, when you have a genuine case, it's like you with all your counseling skills and your psychology skills, you can't actually apply it. Because landlord is a real case that needs psychological intervention. And yet, the person who put themselves forward on this pedestal that they can handle, can't handle. You can't handle. And that was one that you could have won. Maybe you reached out thinking that you could, right? But when you got the backlash from the ignorance, the miscommunication, the misunderstanding, or whether or not you actually did betray the confidence, which I would hate to imagine that you did, you were not able to repair. And if that is a flaw of yours, then you're going to have a lot of cases where you can't repair. You understand? And it makes you wonder if this is a situation with even your own child. Hurtful truth. Counselors need counseling too, straight up. I think it stems from her child because of what she has been through. She's very defensive. Was one if she was avoiding meeting her, never sure the funeral. Okay, it's because, right. Okay, so 69 I want upon the live. Una can't like up the live. Seriously. For those of you who are just joining, welcome to Class with Head Teacher K. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. You are always welcome here. Here we reason through all things social media, right? We try to be objective. Please like up the live. You hear what I say? Like up the live. Don't just be there as a listening ear. Show me little support. Now, my likes do not cost. I know some new on the scene. I only not ready for that super chat for me yet. So may I ask for is a little like. That is all. And if possible, please share the live because it helps to improve the reach so that people can know that I exist. And that is a big help for my channel. You understand me? Each one help one. Anyway, make go and listen to this.
Bumbo clot, yes. I wait for your pussy clot to come out from the skitty. You not come out. Watch me, I know.
Thanks, Serena.
You don't come out. And you don't come out back and say, you know, say what, at least not hear what happened. You know, be truthful. What me did say about the landlord was wrong. Me never really noticed the two brother. You know, if it was so far. But you don't come out from me skitty. You don't come out from me skitty, Dana Marigo. It's all about who has sent me fear, you know. It's between me and blood clot you. So you know me and come out for your bumbo clot wicked. You better plan Angela Merchant me name, carry me a coat before me come. Send a shanty like you did before. Remember me when Ashanti come, I talk to your privately, you run for your life. And then when I see him bricks, the lady leave, carry me a coat.
Me not remember that. Me not remember her username.
I don't want this blood clot, yeah. I'm going to come for you tonight. But you're talking truth tonight. What you did to me was wrong. Maybe I'm not wrong, but me not a problem with that. So when me talk the truth, then I marry, go, and you come out there and say you will help Lady V get liar for me. Make me tell you something. It don't look like me I follow the haters them. But I go and defend my blood clot self against you. I sit down and I wait.
Mighty God, there is nothing worse than misunderstanding, people. Jesus have mercy, deliver it. There is nothing worse than misunderstanding, people. Misunderstanding is a hell of a thing, man. Just because the woman understands, say, that is not the reason for the suing. She really boiled it down to the fact that she spoke the truth. Let me tell you something. I believe that when everything came, there's nothing worse than your dirty linen being aired in public. May I put myself in a lady with the alphabet shoes now. There is nothing worse than your dirty linen being aired in public, because the whole of we have it. The whole of we have dirty linen. And 99, you probably felt extra hurt because you know that there are things, slanderous things that have been said about your private life that has been brought to the public. So the anger you felt when you did that live, because remember the live like it was yesterday, people. So me go share it in me go find a live there and me go share it in my community page so you can go look on it for yourself. The anger that you felt when you did that live. So help me God, I don't believe that was just about the young lady and just about Lady V. I think that was about all the pent-up frustration you have with people who go and dig up things about people's lives and twist things and whatever and put it out there to slander people. And all of that venom was directed at the wrong case. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just psychoanalyzing it. Because I could not for the life of me understand why you came out so strongly for somebody who has never defended you that strongly. To the point where you were even trying to justify that, hey, it's okay if the girl wants to be a stripper, the stripper them live big life. And I was like, Lord have mercy. No, sir. I know that 99 just say, my God. You understand? So at the end of the day, maybe the way landlord experience it is that she feel the anger pointing towards her, but really it's pointing towards all the people on social media were busy run up and down in a people business and destroy people. The one thing that Landlawd said was about that father. That was slander and that was libel. Because that's not true. That is not true. What is true is the fact that Mystical did say that her father did not handle the situation the way it should have been handled. But what does that have to do with Lady with the alphabet? Because they weren't together when that happened. So I'm just saying, when she made that slanderous comment, that was a reason to sue. And Landlawd is putting that under the carpet. And I pretend like she never said that part. And she focusing on the things then where she can't get so far. Nobody can sue your landlord for talk about where the girl do for a living. Nobody. Because that's true. And you know it. Likewise, nobody can sue Miss Kitty to come out and chat with Gosso. Because worse, Miss Kitty ain't call no name. So no name, no call. So there is no case. You understand? What you're angry about 99.5 is the fact that she never defended you when your confidence was betrayed. And that is point blank, period, why you're vexed. That is why you're vexed. That woman is a damn liar about auntie. This is the attitude me hate about landlord. She act like she too bad and she's a coward. When me tell you, so Carrie, me go put up the live because she did do it, and I will put up that live if I can find it. But I'll find it and I'll share it because I responded. I did a live immediately after. And I responded to her on my page. So if I go back in my archives, I can find the date of that live and I should be able to correspond with the date on her page. And you can't, landlord, she's wrong or she misunderstood what was said. Yeah, you can't tell her. She would tell us that she understands it perfectly well. You understand? But that is how she is. And this is why I'm trying to say to you that I was hugely disappointed in the response of Lady with the Alphabet, because how in God's name can you sink below the belt to the level of somebody who is not even a quarter as educated as you claim to be? So that shows that you are really not much different. And I think this is the point that landlord is trying to really drive home to you, that you are not above her in any way. She's all, that is the permanent reminder she wants to leave in your mind, Lady with the Alphabet, that in many ways you are no different. The only inversion here is that she, as the mother, was the one who was involved in the industry. Whereas on your case, your daughter is in the industry. And in her case, her children are not in the industry. Her children have avoided that kind of lifestyle. And she speaks quite openly about the fact that her children are doing well. You understand? And staying out a problem. Whereas yours is the opposite based on the things that they've been through. So she keeps, every time she pick at you, she'll remind you, say, you know better than me. You know better than me. That is what she's doing, you know. You know better than me. You can't go on like you're better than me. You know, you can't go on like you have no levels over me. Because she feels so hurt. Her pride feels hurt. She feels commodified. Let me tell you something. The worst thing you can do. And me attack. All right. Guys, you probably don't know this about me. Some of you do. One of my past professions was to be, I was a domestic abuse officer. And I have dealt with some cases that will make your stomach turn and rob you of sleep for weeks. One of the cases that I deal with, you see, that woman was a lady of the night. And that the woman there, you see, they say she gets some treatment. She was basically locked up in a house. Locked up in a house by her own family. She come down from foreign and she come to England, come live from one different country. And them have her in the house, lock her up in the house, have her run it red. And every money she earn, the money goes to the household. She hardly see a penny. She see a little bit. She go buy napkins and 1 and 2 food. But then take your money for her, and that is our own family do her that, you know. And when the woman run away and turn up our business place, I beat down with door to get help. When me see the woman at the state she was in, she come barefoot, run away from the place. And our own family do her that. And if you see this woman now, you'd never know it. But the point I'm trying to make is that her family, when you see her family, well, they all got arrested and it's beer things. It was all in the papers and beer problem. But the family gave this impression that they were perfect. When me tell you, so when you see, the family gave the impression that they were perfect. Some of them are open at the church. And yet they were running a whole, you would call it adult slavery with prostitution ring in them house. So you can imagine that this kind of life that the daughter has presented to the public brings the mother under scrutiny. And everybody gets all upset when it's said like that. And I don't know why. It is a shame. It is not her fault. We know all of that. That's all the things that they keep saying. It's not her fault. It's a shame. What the daughter does as an adult has nothing to do with the mother. Blah, blah, blah. But this didn't happen in adulthood. It happened in childhood. And when something happens in childhood, who is to blame? It's usually the parents. And we have heard Lady with the Alphabet say the exact thing on her own lives, that the parent is to be blamed when the youngsters are failing in life. I've heard her say it. So it's unfortunate that in this case, because she's now an adult and still doing how she's doing, people are not reflecting on the fact that it started when she was in fact a child. And Landlord is not playing hypocritical to that. She is blatantly reminding you that it indeed started when she was a child, and therefore the mother is partly to blame. All of the people were basically are just looking at one side of the thing, are trying to bash the woman. It is not wrong. And that's the truth. But now that she's an adult and she is capable of making her own decisions, it is time now for us to stop looking to the mother and recognize that this adult grown woman has made her choice. Yes. And you can't tell me, and nobody can tell me, as a mother of teen children, nobody can tell me, say, no matter how much Lady with the Alphabet come on the live and push out her chest and say, no, I don't blame myself. I don't blame myself. My daughter's choice is my daughter's choice. You blame yourself. Part of you blame yourself. And me not accept nothing else coming. No, say you blame yourself. Because any parent would. Let me read this. This is the answer, right? You can't. Landlord, she's wrong, or she misunderstood. Every time I have a little faith in a blogger, thinking they're a little different because they are more learned than the regular. Turned out that they're just educated miscreants. What do you mean by that, Carrie? Be specific. Be specific, my lovely. Right? Be specific. Who are you referring to? Who are you referring to? So all I'm going to say is that while I understand the things that Landlord is saying, her whole belief about being sued is not appropriate, because you were not being sued about speaking the truth. It was the slander. It was the slanderous point that you raised on the internet about the young lady being molested allegedly by the father. That was not true at all. So you twisted the narrative, and that was what resulted in you potentially being sued and getting threatened for suing. So let us just be honest about the reasoning behind it. It had nothing to do with whether or not the young lady was doing anything in that industry or whatever. And I also think it's about time you stop watching what is happening with this young lady, because you speak about it so graphically. It shows me that you are busy on the lives when these things are taking place. I don't know how you stomach it. I could never watch something like that. No, thank you. You don't know what she do already. So why do you need to seek out the material just so that you can throw it in the mother's face? That is horrific. Because if you notice, you're carrying on about something that she's not even referring to anymore. Now, it is a shame that she did not get to the point where she could have just spoken to you off air and squashed all this before it got to this lengthy bangarang between the two of you. No, it's a shame. And that's why I said that I'm disappointed in how she responded. The cussing and the carrying on and stuff was unhelpful and certainly made things escalate. But say, I saw it go and I saw it done and that. She's not looking in your direction anymore. She claims that she go sue you no sooner reach. Not your teacher. The ones that come out here starting out different and end up being the biggest bagger. Well, yes, you know, I mean, and we can go into even more detail in Kara, because there's another thing I'm going to raise as well, because people sometimes don't understand my perspective on and say, why you don't like this person and I respect them so much and stuff like that. I don't dislike her personally, lady with the alphabet. I can't, because I don't know the woman, not personally at all. I can only look on what is presented online to me and make a judgment based on the online material. That is all I can do, because none of these persons do I know. But what I'm going to say is that when your name is called in certain hemispheres, and certain things are said about you, you kind of left as the audience going, I wonder who to believe. Because in addition to this whole mess with the landlord, who you really should not have been grappling with, much less talking about suing, to be honest. In addition to this mess, your name is being mentioned on another person's platform as having sent images of your child. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that did sound a way. That did sound a blouse and skirt way. How the hell is your name being called in that kind of mess? But yet you're presenting to us that you are traumatized by your daughter's actions and you're worried about your daughter and you want your daughter to change her life and blah, blah, blah. And then behind closed doors and in people's messages, there is this context of this of you being involved in sending images that are less than appropriate to a male blogger. So I don't, you know, I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying this is what's alleged and this is what's come out on social media. And all of us are aware of what's on social media. Let's not pretend, let's not fake it. It's not been addressed, but it's still very much there, lingering. Lingering. You know what I'm saying? Things like this, you see, this is why I tell you guys, and let me tell you something. You see, if any one upon my page is a platform holder, me go one and once, me go one and twice. Do not message any blogger ya, excepting for do it say like copyright strikes or any of them kind of sitting there, right? Other than that, no conversation, no for keep. Any conversation supposed to be in the blasted lives, pan the comments where everybody can see, no go behind closed doors, no send no message, no voice note, no videos, no pictures, no nothing. 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 Because this is where the mess and the bangarang always come out. And that is why people will side eye lady with the alphabet. People who are hearing all these things are going to go, really? Really? You understand? And all that is going to do is to justify exactly what Landlawd is saying, that you are no different, that with all the class that you have, you are still not different. And it's a shame, because you have gone and you've basically shown her that you are capable of dropping your class when you're ready. You understand me? Same here. I was shook it. Oh God, so true. K is what one project on live. Absolutely, that's all we can talk about. We can't talk about anything else. Same here. I don't dislike, but I'm very disappointed in her with what I mentioned earlier regarding the young lady. Me a viewer. Yes, you just view, and we can view and we can come away with whatever it is that we are thinking based on what is on there. You understand how way you put out, people are gonna judge. And everybody, all of we are gonna get judged. Every single one of we are gonna get judged. Some people are gonna look at me and say, you, this, that, and that. See, somebody come up on Flawless Life and talk about, oh, but you and teacher K did agree with Michelle Ladana. And them no hear the rest of my argument, All they hear is I think that Michelle Ladana is telling the truth, but them not hear the part where me say, but the rest of what she say, it questionable. Me not agree with how she say it and the delivery. Them just catch the part them want to catch and they run with that. And I say it a go sometime. So it a go sometime because I want the pirates out there, I want the pirates out there, where we just catch peace and that is it. That is the beat and the end all. Where you going to beat them? You can't beat them. You have to make them go and believe what they want to believe sometime. But if it's somebody that I have got on the end of a phone call, me used to call you, forget you for tell me your business. You walk away having a wrong impression, if it's a wrong impression, people. If, because me not say landlord a lie, me not go say that. Me not go say that. Because I could have true. You understand me? It could be true, because me not swear for nobody. But at the end of the day, if me have somebody on the end of a line and there was a misunderstanding, why wouldn't I pick the phone up and say, no, my girl, and I saw it go. And I saw it go. And try and fix things, but no, everybody a big bad wolf. Yeah, everybody a big bad wolf. Everybody a big bad wolf. At the same time, I say about blouse and skirt, manga man. Come I say no matter what, given how much the woman the fear, you should then talk to her one-to-one and not come on alive. And I still stand by that. If you had talked to her one-to-one and she run you and she don't want you for you come to your life now, okay. Because so once you have something for your chest, it have to come off of your chest. It have to come off of your chest. So you should have just tried that approach first. If that not fixed, all right. Well, you try. You can come by your life and say, listen, people, you don't beat me. Me try, I go talk to her, she run me like dog. So I have no choice but to come by my life and tell her how I feel. Fine. Fine. Because you gave her that chance. So that's what I'm trying to say. In this case, no chance, no give. Anyway, go and listen.
Something to Miss Kitty. You're not saying I'm Kitty say. Lady V daughter now no choke back call as she the stone catch. She never call her name, but Lady V daughter run out and no belly bottom. How many years come out say you will make the plank and then get liar? You're going to get liar from me. You're the Jamaica tight season if you can me a coat. Me a give up a little time. And you will all say, I don't have feelings. You know what Lady V done to me. Come on, say she a cultivation and everything when me tell her the night you're in the funny life. And it's still easier. You come back, you know, concern you. And you're a dear woman. You come back on this blood clot, yeah. Come say you help Lady V. Can't Lady V to get liar. So me. To me also me have a Portland. Then you remember? I can't play it for you. Me I give time to address it. Else I will be out of this blood clot and you not address Miss Kitty. So why would you miss the code consent when you tell him mother, when you tell him family member, they tell him say there with him brother them see him because so he going in every family. And you come up and say you will get liar for me. Better get liar for me, but for your blood clot self no.
Now, with regards to this thing about the brothers, this is what I'm going to say. Because I know a lot of people are thinking that the hypocrisy is the fact that she's not addressing that. And I at first thought so as well. And then I reflected on it and I said to myself, but hang on a minute. Is that necessarily something that I want to go and rip up to the public about another It's not her children. It's her partner, ex-partner's children. You understand? Is that something I want to dig up about them and their life, their truth? My daughter has already told the world that this happened to her. Do I need to go down that path or leave that alone for her to discuss? I don't know what was done to those sons, but I'm going to say this, that it does not have to necessarily be discussed. You understand me? I know everything can come on social media, and something like that is real damaging, not just to her daughter, but also to the father, also to the sons. You understand? We don't know if they have gone counseling, if they have gone through some kind of therapy, if they have tried to turn their life around, the regret that they have. We don't know. We don't know. What I would hate to imagine, though, is that those two young men are walking around like nothing never gone, received no counseling, that it was swept under the rug, right? And that only this young lady was left to suffer with that memory. That would be horrendous. But that is something that will rest. If that is the case, that will rest forever on that mother's conscience. And that is not a burden for us as social media to bear. That is her burden to bear. Nah, nothing to do with us. And revealing that burden to the world is not our Ras business. That me I go say. Everybody have a right to imagine it. Let me see. Lala can't hold a civil conversation, but knowing her circumstances, you have always got to be the bigger person. Exactly, Kerry. Exactly. But hey, teacher, can you imagine ringing Landlawd after misunderstanding? Why? Make her cuss. Make her cuss. She will cuss, yes, but she will calm down. Make her cuss. Yeah, probably have to give her a little time to calm down. But, you know, you still have to try. As the bigger person, you have to try. You have to try, right? But all I'm saying is that, you know, there are certain things about the case that I totally understand. I understand where Landlawd is coming from. I understand her anger. But I feel like so many other problems that I've seen on social media, a quiet conversation could have fixed before it get drawn out into this long sitting. A quiet conversation could have fixed. A whole heap of things me see a go on social media that a quiet conversation would have fixed, but nobody no want to talk again. Everybody want to run out on live. I mean, no say we like the likes, we like the views and whatever, but human interaction, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it, right? Human interaction, nothing beats it. But yet we are so afraid to deal with other people. Right? Let me turn this down and I'll go through adverts. We're so afraid to deal with people on a one-to-one basis. We're too quick to capitalize on things.
She don't address that part. Say bad, good. You shouldn't come out and tell the landlord. She come out and said, do what you're doing, Lady V. We will help. Take her to court. Dana 99. God dig up back the series here. Me no business about where you did do. Where you did have I'm going to rub your bumbo clot if you don't address this. You know use me. You have done enough. Many things you do me under quiet. Remember me call you for your co-worker. And what you do? Run for your phone. Blow money over there. Fine. But you see what you do me and say you will help get liar to send me a prison, Dana. You threaten me, you know. To send me a prison. You better blood clot address this. As I'll be out here.
But hold on there. Me just realized that. Hold on there. Pan alive here. So a 99 that she have stuff up on the dummy. A 99 she have one dummy stuff up. A 99 she have stuff up on the dummy. Me can't banana. Me can't banana. No sir. Oh my God. No, me just realized. But anyway. Landlord, once again, a whole heap of things you not get right. You understand? It isn't for 99 to come forward and fight about Miss Kitty. It isn't for 99 to come out and fight for you, because you are the one who first mentioned about the dad, and that is the source of the aggravation. You suggested, or you stated, that the child was molested by the dad. And that is what caused the anger and the frustration and the backlash that you received. You understand? The only fault I find with 99 in this is that 99 should have kept her tongue. She should have run out for these people. Just wish the young lady well and keep it moving. You understand me? But other than that, there is no apology for you to have. And I know that one of the biggest hurt that she is feeling is the fact that she feels that she was used. Just like how her biggest problem with Lady with the Alphabet is that she thinks that she was used for views and likes because of our story. And there is nothing worse than a person who has spent their whole life being used, but being used against their will because of the 12 occasions of trauma that she went through. Making a decision in life never to be used again without consent. And then it happened. It's like the worst thing you can do with Landlord. Try use her and make her look like, say, she not worth it. She worth less. So all I'm going to say is that, Landlord, you did get a few things wrong, but not everything you say are wrong. And that it is about time that the person who claimed to say that they're all educated and them have all of this knowledge about psychology and stuff recognize that she could have handled the thing better than that. She could have handled the thing better than that. No, it wasn't. It was a 99. Okay, it was curly. Lord Jesus, listen to me, them. I can't bother with the props and the thing them, because me is not a props person. But I pay props me see over there. So 99 Miss Kitty are cool. Of course. She's also a Obia worker. Who is a Obia worker, Rowena? What Obia worker? Who are Obia worker, my love? No, sir. You seem to know plenty. Who is a Obia worker? I realized that the entire internet want Miss D to address everything. To backside. Kerry coming like say Miss D is a way you call it. Me don't know, social media guru, social media godmother, you know, the one who grant wishes. Yes. It's coming like says that. Yeah. Social media godmother. She grants wishes. You understand? And it's like say if that not happen, and it not happen for everybody, so it happen for some people, then the next people wait not happen for them vex. No, sir, me can't bother with all of that. Listen, I stayed my lane. Me don't even forget the big up. If me get it, a blessing. If me not get it, I know nothing. Me just do my thing. You understand? Right? But everybody wants 99. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because she has one of the most powerful platforms and groups on social media. Therefore, when her voice enters a situation, it has a powerful ripple effect. And landlord, in all of our glory and our temperaments, is no fool. She knows that. She knows that. And she knows that once 99 address something, it will stay addressed, right? It will take the heat off of her. It will remove certain stresses and so on if she chooses to do so, if she chooses to use her platform for that. But we have seen many times when 99 run out for these people and it turned on and bite her. So the ideal thing would have been from the get-go, from the whole thing kick off, was to not say anything. And just focus on the young girl and wish the young girl well and pray for the young girl and blah, blah, blah. But stay out of the battle between landlord and lady with the alphabet. That would have been the best thing. But sometime you know how 99 stay. You understand? Ruled by her heart. Ruled by her heart. Right? Really, Rowena? Why I don't know about that? Something like that, my love. Me the nice science thing and the guzu thing, and so me no business with that sitting there. As long as as long as they not work not for me. Now, and even if they do it now, go work. Right? Hope I know Eddie will not be answering her. Of course, she's not going to answer her. Answer what? 99 would have been a wrong mind for answer. She would have been a wrong mind for answer. I'm sure she's not going to answer her at all. Why would she? It don't make no sense. You understand? But, you know, as I said, that, you know, because the argument that's being presented by landlord is not addressable. It's not something that she should be speaking. She can't come out for Miss Kitty for no reason at all. Miss Kitty never called no name. So even though we, underground people on social media, have an idea, yeah, I must. It's if we were to go to the court of law, we lose. We lose. Can't name the call. Right? Miss Kitty would have to turn to the judge and say, but hello, that applies to any girl in that industry. Any. Not specific to one. And at this, so we drop. So, come on, we ain't stupid. We know what could be fought for and what can't be. Right? And this is the thing, you know, the problem with landlord is that she doesn't take telling sometimes, and somebody go try correct her now and she get tell peer bad word. You understand? But I on my platform can talk and say whatever I want to say, right? But I just hope that she I hope she recovers from this. In other words, I hope that she lets it go. Because I don't see Lady with the Alphabet apologizing for anything. I just don't see it. As much as she puts herself on that pedestal, I think even that she will not be able to do. If she does it, I would happily eat my words, because that move would have shown me some metal. It really would. It would show me some metal, you know. And I would have to eat my words and go, boy, Lady V, you really show me say, you have a constitution there when me never think you did have. But somehow I don't think she's going to do it. Right? This is the reason she needs to stay in her lane and leave these people alone. None of them mean her well. Talk truth now. When they last, you have to go pull up from the beginning. Yes. You see her, she be part of her life. Don't start. Listen, me don't know nothing about it. Me don't know nothing about it, my dear. If she had do this, then she must know what she had do. You know, remember, you know, you see me? Me not one of them people that will believe, say, people must necessarily be Christian or follow the Western religions, you know. I believe that these things came from our ancestors and were regarded as dark spiritual affair because the ancestors were under duress during slavery. And that if people are choosing to revert back to what was considered to be dark spiritual affairs, it's really them reverting back to stuff that the ancestors used to practice. So that's my belief. So if you is a Guzo worker, a Obia worker, a voodoo worker, that are your pricky. I am a Methodist. Fully colonized. I am a Methodist. But I will not look down at anybody who do them goods on their science, but I not touching that. Me not interested in that. You understand? Yes, but me not look down on nobody. If I that then do, because they must know what work for them, no work for me, right? But all I'm gonna say is that, you know, I would really love to see a day when some of the key players on social media squash them beef. Can you just imagine it? Hey, me not talk about tea lady though, you know. Me not talk about tea lady, you know, loud tea lady, you know, tea lady, don't forget, not forgiveness at all. Put tea lady one side. Me not go ever looking at the direction of tea lady. You know what me I say? Not tea lady, because tea lady behavior is just too bad. It's too bad. Me not think no forgiveness there is so, but everybody else. Then she have secret for 99. Why she giving her time to come out or else? By the way, sure, she not a secret. By the way, did she not drag 99 many times before? So what is left for her to do that will cause that? Exactly. Then no, not a secret, not there. No secret, not there. Other than she gonna just probably live pan her for 40 days and 40 nights. Maybe at that, you understand? So maybe at that she plan to do, but there's nothing else that can come of it, you know, other than more anger, more bitterness, more bad word. You understand? Probably a different dummy. I go come out in some different clothes. Because me don't want that for 99 that, but me here say a curly. So maybe one different dummy I go come out with some different clothes. Me don't know. But but yeah, not Tilly in a class by our blouse and skirt self. Yo, listen to me now, man. That live that she did where she was talking about the young man's picture. The young man picture a Photoshop. And then he go Photoshop himself in a library. Hey, lady, go on over your read live now. You read just do one live and he in a one different part of the library. Go and go Photoshop yourself in that no. Go and go do it. Blouse and skirt idiots. No, sir. There people here that will go to the extreme, they would do the most foolishness just to tear down people. And I never see this yet in my life. Right? You know, I was telling the people in a John shop today. I said my son, who is very techie, was looking at the picture and he was like, the reason why it looked like it might be photoshopped is because the young man's hand was in front of the computer screen and the computer screen glare give his hand a kind of outline, like the hand was placed in front of it. But the one where he sat and he's sitting at the desk and in my right, blatantly the youth in the library. You understand? I mean, I say them people are really is a set of haters, you know. They might go come up with one whole heap of theory. They talk about all the youth now there, the youth now in the college, the youth now study, the youth now have no student life. One whole video today with him in his student life. Where you gonna say no? What you gonna say now? That is what I'm wondering. What is next? I have never seen somebody so bitter in my life. That's why I say me that like to see everybody else come together. Everybody else. I'm gonna call them. Me that like to see Duisha and 99 fix up. Me that like to see Landlawd and lady with the alphabet fix up. Me that like to see who else now? Who else now follow out? Oh, Curly Alicia fix up. Me that like to see. No, me not call them one the name. No, left them one day over there, so. You know, them one that can't come cross. No, left them one day over them one day where I work on cases. Leave them one day in the legalities over there, so. But everybody else, genuinely me they like to see it. Everybody Irie. Gracie and 99. Everything fixed up. What a nice thing that would be. Yeah. Let me see what else though. I'm a revival, worship the truth and living God. Okay, I wonder if people really sit down and believe her. Believe, yeah, some of them do up and down under the comment. Oh yeah, Curly and Dr. Love. Oh God, can you imagine? Me said that would have been a banger on you, man. Curly and Dr. Love. Eh? So till they all sing and dance with their one another. Jesus Christ. Why? Yes, man. And that the party there, we, who would have been the person at the party there for do the DJ at the party? We'd have raga shanty pan there. With a year two tambourine. And gone pan the state. Listen, that would have been so nice. That would be so nice. I'd be there for it. I'm not gonna lie. Every day is something new and I'm tired of it. Them just bad man each other every day. 360 and T-Lady. No. 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 Pull up on that one. Pull up on that one. Me have to defend. Me have to defend Ashanti. No. No. No, because T-Lady went too far. Too far when it came to 360. She went too far. Too far. Once again, like she does with everybody else, she went too far. I do believe Dr. Love Curly. Jesus, listen to me, that man. I'm gonna make it come over here, cost me. Because let's not jump on love right now. Okay? Let's not jump on love right now. But I think that, it would be such an amazing thing to see, because some of the fighting, sometimes it gets old. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it get old. It get well old. I think the only thing that does not get old is when them are beat and teach the lady. Because, it's like that this woman don't want peace. She don't want joy. She don't want success. She is like said, this one say, give me all the problems. I don't want no peace at all. So any problem, reach her. I'm in a business with that. Rejection is a hell of a thing. And most of them are suffering from didn't have their way with 99. What he say? What? Oh, head teacher, go out of your bed. That would no, sir, it not gonna ever happen, my love. It won't. It will never happen. But when I listened to that video that she was doing, and she was so elated how she sent things to an Indian, and the Indian say it is 100% not genuine, and she put up message, and I'm just like, girl, you are so overinvested. And and how she is going to be painting the truth because her business has been torn down repeatedly. And I'm like, what business? You are on your business page half naked. You are on your business page cursing, using the worst language in the dark. The worst language in the dark on the page that you sell cakes. Yes. And you don't think that you are busy turning off potential customers. Are you for real? Are you for real? It's not even like such a create a whole page and call it something else, right? And over there, so she go on like a jankro. She go up on her page where she's doing her business, and she does gossip, and she tears down, and she wears so impy skimpy thing. I call it mutton dressed as lamb. She do all kind of sitting. And then she expects the people are going to run out and support. You will get your 1 and 2 customers. Then me not fight against nobody business. Believe a business to keep. But you could be so much more successful than you are if you weren't busy doing the foolishness when me see her do. And I pay attention to the foolishness when me see you pay attention to. Anyway, Megaloshi make everybody else beat and teach she. Because me, I don't bother breaking down people more than they're already getting broken down. And I think that the other bloggers are doing an amazing job. You understand? So I teacher kind of have to buy out that one. But that comment that she made about the Photoshop picture was ridiculous. And now that he is live and he is busy in the library and he's doing his thing, what are you going to say next? What other thing is going to be fake? What else will not go pull out from the background where say no go so? One is a real set of jackass. That is all me can say. Real set of jackass with nothing to do. There is so many other things you guys could be talking about, but you just depend on this youth and education. I've always told you guys the only problem I ever had was the fact that he wasn't honest with saying that he did want the help. But me no business how much people want to help him, because that boy have had it rough. And if one can make him life easy, listen to me now, man. Bless him times 10 and a million. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and let him thrive and survive, because if him can come out of that university with a top class honors, that in itself will set him up. And I hope he goes on to do postgraduate studies. And I hope he goes on to get a permanent job and permanent residency in Canada. 100%. You understand? I thought they say he's not in Canada. Them have no sense. No sense. In there in Canada. In there, of course he's there, right? You know, he is there. So all of that chat is just nonsense. It is just nonsense. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming to class with Head Teacher K. Once again, for those of you who are new, we come over here, we talk objectively about everything. We try to pick things apart. We don't really try to tear down the body. We don't start the facts, you understand? Not to say that I'm not a little bit biased, but sometimes, you know, I try to see the other perspective. Hope you enjoy the live. Don't forget to like, and if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my live, and better yet, share the live so that people can watch the dead, because right now it is very late. I'm about to go to my bed. You understand me? Big up on yourself. This is your girl, Head Teacher K. Good night.